4th of July weekend being just a few days away, and myself viewing that as National Cookout Day, I'm hyper-focused on being ready and prepared for a great cookout, and I want to make sure that everyone else is as well. So what I want to focus on today are marinades. Super easy to make a good marinade. And I don't know how often you go to the store and look at them, but there must be thousands out there. And when you buy yourself a nice, expensive, or cheap bottle of marinade, take it home and dump whatever protein you're cooking, whether it be steak or burgers or chicken or fish, into that marinade. The ultimate end result, 7 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, is that they all taste the same. And there's so much stuff in there that you don't need. Why not make your own marinade at home? I try to do it as often as possible. I think it's super simple, and all you need to make a classic marinade are 3 simple main ingredients. You need oils, so your fats, you need acids, you need seasonings, and that's it. Those 3 things, and then you can change them up and manipulate them and make the flavors different any way, shape, or form you want. But you stick with those 3 basic, simple foundation pieces. The rest can be whatever you want it to be. What I'm going to quickly make right here is a chicken marinade. And I've used it multiple times. Sometimes make it a little sweeter, sometimes make it a little spicier. Just depends on what I'm going for and what I'm serving it with. But this is very simple and basic. You mix this together and let it marinate a couple of hours. Overnight would be preferred. Beautiful flavor coming off the grill. Nice crispy outside with a slight tang, sweet finish. Really, really good. So let's go over those simple steps, quickly make this marinade, and then you can go ahead and make up your own. Super fun. First of all, what do we need? We need an acid, something to work and tenderize the meat and keep those juices going and get the meat nice and tender and soft and ready to be cooked. So what am I using? Ginger ale. I love making marinades with ginger ale because, quite frankly, it's sweet and tangy all at the same time. There's some sugar in there. There's the carbonation. You get the acid, breaks down your meat, makes it nice and juicy, has a nice tangy finish to it. And as I said before, the sugar in there, when it cooks, gives that nice brown color and sweet flavor. So ginger ale is going to be our liquid. Let's add some seasonings. Ground mustard. If you haven't noticed a trend, I really like ground mustard. I use it in a lot of things. I think it has great flavor, and I think it brings out the best in a lot of things. 1 tablespoon ground mustard. You hear that? Oh, I can even get sizzle out of the liquid when it all starts to come together. I love that sound. Ground mustard. Onion powder. 1/2 tablespoon onion powder. Again, another one I use quite often if you've been following along. Onion powder has a nice sweet finish, and I enjoy it very, very much. Kosher salt, ground black pepper. 1 teaspoon kosher salt, 1/2 teaspoon of ground black pepper. I don't want too much tanginess because I've already got the tanginess coming from the mustard. So I'll stick with the ground black pepper because it's got a nice spice, but it's not as tangy as, say, ground white pepper. So we'll do the ground black pepper. This Worcestershire sauce, another one that I like to use quite often. 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, just to keep with that tanginess. And to balance it all out, teaspoon of sugar. Now, like I said before, there is sugar in ginger ale, but I just added a lot of tang, so let's make sure that we have some sweet to go with that tang. So I add the sugar. And as you can see, I'm whisking it together. I wouldn't exactly call it a beautiful color. It's got a brownish tint to it, but an amazing smell and flavor. So I've added 2 of the 3 major components that you need to make a good classic marinade. We got your seasonings, That brings out your flavor. And we dropped in your acids to break down your meat in the ginger ale. Now we have to tie it all together. We need some fats to tie all that together. So I've got extra virgin olive oil. I love extra virgin olive oil. I love the smell of it because it's really light. I love the taste of it because it's got a little bit of tart and sweetness in it. And I like the texture of it because, like I said, it's light. It's extra virgin, so it's very, very light. Pouring in the oil is going to tie all this and hold it all together and allow the meat to really sit and take in all the flavor. So while I'm whisking, I'm going to slowly pour in 1 ounce of olive oil. 1 ounce. And I'm just introducing it gradually and stirring it in. And that's it. Now, you get it all mixed together. You have 1 or 2 options. 1 of 2 options, not 1 or 2. 1 of 2 options. First option is go ahead and take the protein. Like I said, this is going to be for chicken. Submerge the chicken directly in there, cover it in plastic, and put it in the fridge for the next few hours, or hopefully overnight if you've got that much time. If you're like myself and you haven't yet bought said chicken, take your marinade and put it in a jar. Leave it in the bowl if you want. I don't want to take up the space in the fridge with this bowl, so I'm going to pour it in a jar, cover it up, and leave it overnight. Tomorrow, take it out of the fridge, shake it up really well. You could pour this into a bowl and put the chicken in it, or put it in a gallon size Ziploc bag, put it all together, shake it up, put it in the fridge, let it go for a few more hours. That's it. Keep in mind, that's just one marinade. You can make thousands of others. Pick your flavors, pick your seasonings, pick the ones that you like. Obviously leave out the ones that you don't. The consistencies that you need, the constants that you need. You need the oils, you need the liquid like the acids. So you can use ginger ale I used. Root beer makes another great marinade liquid. Sour cream, believe it or not. Mayonnaise, you can whip mayonnaise together. Beer, a lot of great things are marinated in beer. And finally, pick what you want as far as the flavor you want to go. You want to go sweet? Do you want to go spicy? Peppers, onions. All of that mixed together makes some great marinades. When you're doing things like chicken, even fish, I would stick on the sweeter end. So use your ginger ales, use your root beers. Orange juice, while it's tangy, has a lot of sugar in it, so it's really sweet. When you're getting into your meats, red meat like steak, you want to go towards the peppery side of things. So again, you can use a good liquid base like ginger ale. Obviously you have your oil, but then throw a lot of pepper in there. You've got the Worcestershire sauce, you've got roasted red peppers, you've got a lot of other choices there, mustards and cayenne and crushed red peppers to really bring out that tang. You throw in some sugar to balance it out, and it's fantastic. And that's it, folks. Make your marinade. Take a chance for this weekend. Mix one up all by yourself. Let your protein soak in it overnight, and then grill it up for all your family and friends when you see everybody this weekend. Probably won't see you till after the holiday, so have a great one. Happy 4th of July to everyone, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.